Next up, we have Devin, who has a thesis in Chinese. Do we have that right? All right, perfect. That's going to be fun. And this is his project. You're good? Okay, perfect. And then after Devin, we've got Stephen and Faith. All right, so Stephen and Faith, right up next. Thank you.
Oh, my slide?
I mean, Amy told you this was a last-minute thing, so I don't know what I'm doing. I do now. Okay, perfect.
So in China, have you ever, how would you say, think about how much money you would lose by introducing English to the National College Entrance Exam back in early 2000. How much would you think that would be? Well, in China, it costed rural regions around $62 million just that year alone. Or, how would I say, the return on investments of these rural students not being accepted to elite colleges. So I wanted to research what it takes to have English second language learners be motivated and confident in learning English in these regions, as it is not their native language. So first, I took the time to interview people around the Hamilton College campus, and I got around 6 people. And the green represents their personal confidence within the language. If it's out of 1, it means like they don't feel confident. If it's at like the top, it means that they do feel confident in their English abilities. And then the orange is asking them, do you believe that English should be a mandatory class? Well, you could see it's kind of varied, but generally the people who do agree, who do have confidence in English, don't really think that it should be a mandatory class. Contrasting the people who aren't as confident do believing that it should be a mandatory class for a person 1 at the very least. So ultimately, there is a disparity between people who do believe it, who don't believe it. But what we need to do is ultimately give people the option to make that decision for themselves. So what I decided to do was look into other factors that could contribute to why this disparity between confidence may exist. And one single factor that played a really big role was socioeconomic factors. As you can see, there are a lack of resources or different feelings and contributions between urban and rural regions. And ultimately, rural regions just don't have as much support. According to UNESCO, they need support in education, infrastructure, and in urban regions, they have more resources that rural regions don't have, like English tutor support, or at the very least, more variety to these options. So now we have this issue. So what can we do to be effective in supporting these students, bring in motivation to learn English as it is necessary to get into college? Well, my solution that I think that would be beneficial would be non-generic encouragement. Non-generic encouragement is the idea that you should give encouragement in a way that is meaningful instead of generic. And ultimately, they found a study that that made these students improve in their learning. And ultimately, I think that if you provide non-generic encouragement to these students, you will be able to see improvement across their learning development, not just English, but their education journey. Thank you.